over 600,000 people go missing in the United States each year. Tens of thousands remain mysteriously missing.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mysteriously Missing. I'm Karen.
And I'm Carl. Hello, everyone.
Today's case is about Howard Barnett. He's also known as Nookie or Rico. And Howard has been missing since July 18th, 2017.
This episode retraces Howard's last known location in Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis is on the Mississippi River in southwest Tennessee. The 2018 population was 650,618. This makes Memphis the largest city on the Mississippi River and the second most populous city in Tennessee. It's located neighboring Arkansas, Mississippi, and the Missouri Boot Heel.
Or the Missouri Boot Heel. And we primarily strive to cover cases that are not getting a lot of attention in the press or are not covered by other podcasters. Again, this is a missing persons case that has very little information. Howard does not have a Facebook page, nor has anyone set up a public Facebook page for him. He is also not listed on the Charlie Project.
A brief description of the case. On July 18th, 2017, which was a Tuesday, Howard took lunch to his daughters who were at summer camp. Around 10 p.m. on Tuesday, Howard called his girlfriend to tell her he was stopping by to visit his cousin in Germantown. He never arrived and his phone went unanswered. He has never been heard from again.
Howard was driving a 2005 Honda Odyssey minivan. It was gray in color. It had a Mississippi license plate with temporary tags. And as we get into the timeline, we will see the van was found, but in a tragic state.
Howard is described as a 38-year-old African-American male. His current age is 41. He had a black, medium-length afro and a light mustache and goatee. He had a beard and brown eyes. He was 5'8" to 5'10", and he weighed 180 to 200 pounds.
Howard had tattoos of the names of his daughters, Shania and Trinity, tattooed on each of his forearms, one on each forearm. On his back, he has God Bless the Dead, with the names of many deceased relatives. Betty, his mother, says he also has his granddaddy on one arm, grandmother on the other.
Howard was wearing a white t-shirt, gray gym shorts, and flip-flops. He has pierced ears. He graduated from Oak Haven High School in the southern part of Memphis, near the Memphis International Airport.
Howard was known as a family man who went to his mom's house to check on her daily. He is close to his parents and siblings and known to call and FaceTime them several times a day. A friend, Kimberly Barnes, said of Howard, "That's a good man, a loving father. He's a great brother."
As his tattoos indicate, he is the father of two little girls who were just 6 and 7 years old at the time of his disappearance. His mother's name is Betty Barnett, and Betty explained, "He's got a disabled daddy that he comes over to check on."
Howard's sister is Tracy. He has an aunt, Gwendolyn Dotson, and his girlfriend is Raquela Hunter.
Howard was a self-proclaimed family man who worked as a tax professional. We found a Howard Barnett that worked at Royalty Tax Service on Frazier-Raleigh Road in Memphis. It stated he assisted taxpayers and small businesses with taxes.
Now let's get into the timeline. July 18th, 2017, a Tuesday. According to family members, he took lunch to summer camp for his daughters. He was last seen in the 4400 block of Timber Rise Road shortly after 10 p.m.
Tuesday night, he called his girlfriend around 10 p.m. to let her know he was stopping by his cousin's place in Germantown. Now, that's 6 miles from where he was last seen, but he never arrived, and calls to his cell phone went unanswered. He didn't answer, but his phone was ringing. He just never answered, said his girlfriend, Raquela Hunter.
July 19th, the next day. That morning, the family tracked his phone to an area of downtown Memphis off of Jefferson Avenue. It still rings. It still goes to the voicemail, Aunt Gwendolyn Dotson said. The signal died shortly thereafter.
So, 4400 Timber Rise Road to downtown Memphis is about 20 miles. And Germantown to downtown Memphis is also 20 miles. Why was his phone tracked 20 miles from the location where he should have been? Was he hijacked at some point, or did he go downtown but was telling his family and girlfriend he was in Germantown? Did something happen in downtown Memphis before or after that?
July 22nd, 2017, Saturday, 4 days after he was last seen, dozens of family and friends spent the day passing out flyers in nearly 100-degree temperatures, waiting to find someone who saw something. Tracy Barnett, his sister, said, "This is day 4. It's hot out here." His family and friends got up early this morning to get out here in this heat, and that says a lot. He's loved by everybody.
His family pleaded with the public for information. As each passing day fades away, so does a little piece of the hope they're desperately clinging on to. He wouldn't just leave his girls, said his sister Tracy. This is not like him. This is so out of the norm for him.
Family friend Kimberly Barnes stated, "We need him. He's a necessity to this family. He's a rock to this family. The only thing we're asking for is some closure. Bring us some closure."
For his mother, Betty, every second that the phone doesn't ring makes it harder to hold out hope. "Just give us a phone call and let us know he's okay," she said. "That's all I want. He would never do this. Never, never. All this long time, he's going to call his mama. He's going to check on his daddy. That's for sure. Just bring my child home, please."
July 24th, 6 days after his disappearance, Memphis police issued a city watch for Howard and his 2005 Honda Odyssey van. The Barnetts sat for TV interviews pleading for information.
July 25th, 2017, 1 week after Howard vanished. Investigators received information leading them to Howard's minivan. A property owner had found the van where Fayette and Shelby counties meet. This is about 40 miles from downtown Memphis per Google Maps.
The vehicle was located in a field at 830 McCraw Loop on a farmer's private property. The van was badly burned, but there was no sign of Howard or any human remains at the location.
When we have something substantial like that, such as a vehicle being burned out, we do involve homicide just to have extra eyes looking at the case. This is according to Memphis Police Department Lieutenant Cindy Capps. Lieutenant Capps said, though homicide investigators stepped in, it's still considered a missing persons case. She said leads turned into interviews, but nothing has led them to Howard.
"I haven't been able to sleep nor eat ever since he's been gone," Howard's mother, Betty Barnett, said. Howard's family said it is unusual for Howard to go even 1 day without speaking to his children. This is not like him because he has 2 daughters that he FaceTimes twice a day. He's got a disabled daddy that he comes over to check on, Betty explained.
The word is out and people are out looking. Like we said, it's out of the norm for him. He would not do this, his sister Tracy said.
"I'm pleading for the whole word. Somebody got to know something. Somebody got to tell us something. Reach out to us," Betty said. "If you don't reach out to us, reach out to the police with any information that you have."
Foul play is suspected, but as of now, Howard is still considered a missing person.
October 27, 2017, a NamUs case was created.
February 27th, 2018. WMC Action News 5 retraced the missing man's steps as investigators pleaded for help solving the disappearance. "There is just one missing puzzle," Mother Betty Barnett said. "The main ingredient, Howard Barnett Jr."
For 7 months, Betty and her family have searched for her eldest son. "I say son, I'm not giving up hope because I know you're coming home," Betty said. They insist hope is not lost despite few clues in the 39-year-old's disappearance. "I go to work every day. How you making it? Still haven't heard from you, son." "I say no, but by the grace of God, he is keeping me strong."
Betty also stated, "They still working on it. They have things, but nothing is coming to the surface." In Howard's case, Lieutenant Capps said tips from the community are vital as Memphis PD handles more than 3,000 missing persons cases each year.
Lieutenant Capps also said, "Just try to keep your eyes and ears open and please call. Somebody please step forward with information."
August 2018. Raquela Hunter and Howard Barnett were supposed to celebrate their 1-year anniversary this month. I just miss him, she said.
July 18th, 2018, per WMC Action News 5. 1 year later, there is still hope in Betty Barnett's heart. And here's an audio clip of Howard's mom.
It's been rough. Every day, I wake up and say, "Son, where are you?"
Betty holds strong to her faith that her son will walk through the front door. Waiting, Betty said. That's all we can do. Howard has missed birthdays and trips with his girls to the pool. His daughters said they wish he could return.
And here's Betty again with WMC News.
We need a closure. We need an explanation why. Why this had to happen to my son.
The family's last update from the detective on the case came 2 weeks ago, and there are still no new leads, and this is at 1 year out.
Everything is falling through. They doing their job, but, like they said, every time they get a lead, they follow up on it, it comes up blank.
The search for Howard will never end for his family. We've been looking in the woods to see if we could see him or any clues, said his daughter. And that's a really sad statement, that his daughters that young of age are going out looking for him in the woods.
1 year later, Howard's family continues pleading for answers and his safe return.
An article posted January 3rd, 2020 by WREG.com on the crime rate in Memphis states, the homicide rate for the city is on the rise, and residents and officials are looking for solutions. In 2019, there were 191 homicides in Memphis, compared to 186 in 2018 and 180 homicides in 2017.
The city's crime and murder rates are several times higher than the national average. The violence is so bad that health experts are calling it a crisis. A historically oppressed population and high unemployment are certainly contributing factors.
Pamela Smith, who lost her son Malik Smith 2 years ago, is one of many who is hoping to get justice in 2020. There's so many young, vibrant young men and women that are out there that are losing their lives over senseless violence. Pamela Smith says nothing can bring back a loved one. She wants to give a word of advice to other hurting families. Talk about the good times. Talk about the positive times. Keep their memory alive that way.
So let's recap. On July 18, 2017, a Tuesday, Howard took lunch to his daughters who were at summer camp. Around 10 p.m. on Tuesday, July 18, 2017, Howard called his girlfriend to tell her he was stopping by to visit his cousin in Germantown.
He never arrived, and his phone went unanswered after 10:27 p.m. His vehicle was located in a field at 830 McCraw Loop on the Fayette County, Shelby County, Tennessee border on a farmer's private property. The van was badly burned, but there was no sign of Howard or any human remains at the location.
Did the police check cameras around the downtown area near Jefferson Avenue where his phone was last tracked? Were there cameras?
Was Howard in downtown Memphis, or had someone taken the van with his phone in it?
Was he abducted at Jefferson Avenue? His van was found another 35 miles northeast at McCraw Loop.
The van was most likely set on fire to cover up any evidence. Then where is Howard if no human remains were found at this crime scene?
There is no missing Howard Barnett group Facebook page, and he's not listed on the Charlie Project, but he is listed on the following Facebook pages: Missing Pieces, Black and Missing Incorporated, Tennessee Missing and Unsolved, Never Forget Me, and the Memphis Police Department Facebook pages.
His family loves and misses him. They need answers and peace. If you have any information that could help find Howard, you are asked to call the Memphis Police Department at 901-636-4479.
You may also reach out by messaging Tennessee Missing and Unsolved, or by calling or texting at 615-556-0534.
Please help bring Howard home to his family and little girls, and please help keep his story alive.
And thank you to WMC Action News.
And thank you for joining us today at Mysteriously Missing.
Thanks, everyone.